3, 0. Bye.
Well, hello, my friends. I'm Katherine Perrin. I am so lucky to be here at Roots to Wing studio in Newbury, Mass. I ventured out and came here to record a class for you. I must admit, I just finished a live class, and I think we might have had 80 people on that class, and it felt so good. It just goes to show that we are all indeed connected. Connected through our hearts, connected through our souls, and connected through our breath. So I hope this finds you taking really good care of yourself. You know, fear really beats us up. It diminishes our immune system. It makes us less intelligent. And in that, we don't make very good choices for ourselves. So I feel like this time that we find ourselves in is a call, a really, really loud call to come home to ourselves and go within, to really begin to inhabit these bodies that we have been so blessed to have been given. Especially if you're doing yoga, your body's really good because it's able to do yoga. And we're so privileged to, we're just so privileged. I could go on and on about that. But anyway, I'm going to teach class. So welcome. I'm so glad that you're here with me. This whole land of virtual is pretty wild, yeah? As a yoga teacher, this might be like my worst, dream come true, worst nightmare come true, that I'm actually teaching to an empty room and to an empty class. But I know you're out there. So we shall begin. So I'm going to invite you to come into a seated form, and just any micro movements that you need to make, any props that you need to have for yourself that support you in finding a really yummy seated form. And in that seated form, can you feel your sit bones rooted and planted? And from that, can you feel your spine like lengthening, like the trees are doing, like the flowers are doing, growing up out of the earth of your pelvis? The rootedness, the sturdiness of your pelvis, and your spine is long. And can you feel that length of traveling up your spine up to the crown of your head and find length? And now can you take your collarbones nice and wide? Chin is parallel to the floor, hands are relaxed, resting on your knees or thighs. And we breathe. We breathe together. There's really only one breath. The breath that I breathe is the breath that you breathe. It's the breath that the trees breathe, that the birds breathe. Two more inhales through the nose, exhaling with an audible sigh. And just feel yourself landing in this moment. Closing down your eyes, turning away from the superficial world. We eliminate one of the senses that we can be more present to that which is taking place on the inner realms being the true world of each of us. We each are a world within a world. Have you noticed? Letting your hands come together in Anjali Mudra, prayer pose, this gesture of reverence, humility, and gratitude. With your thumbs resting to the chest, maybe you feel the pitter-patter of your beloved heart. Can you feel your aliveness even prior to beginning your practice? One more breath. Keeping the hands together, we inhale, fingertips up towards the ceiling. Exhale, arms float down. Turn the palms up. Inhale, we lift up out of the pelvis. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, we lift up. Exhale, arms, fingertips float down. One more time. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Hinging Hinging, soften the spine. See if you can bring yourself forward, bowing to the earth of which we are, where we came from. We surrender ourselves into this moment. We inhale, come back up with a long, flat spine. Exhale, we'll twist to the right. Left hand to the outside of the right thigh, right fingertips reaching back behind you. Even if your eyes are closed, you can look out the corner of your right eye. And once you find the edge of your twist, can you feel the play of your breath? So what's so powerful about this time that we get to practice in our own space, on our own mat, we don't have the distraction of maybe other things taking place in the class. So can you feel as you inhale, the breath kind of tugs, just gently calls you out of the twist. And as you exhale, there's more room to dive into the twist. One more breath. We inhale, come through center. Exhale, right hand to the outside of the left knee, left fingertips reach back behind you. Gaze is out over the left shoulder. Stay rooted and planted through the right hip. Oh, and again, that play and the dance of the breath. Now, awareness is watching all of this take place. There's no judgment. There's no shoulds or supposed tos. There's just awareness of sensations. The felt experience, inhabiting this moment. One more breath. And we'll inhale back to center. Exhale. We'll make a big circle through the upper body, staying rooted and planted through the pelvis. There might be quite a lot of talking and sensation in the body. You know, the body communicates through sensation, so it might be kind of talkative as you feel all of this. Please don't make any of it wrong. Don't judge it. Just notice and just be gentle and compassionate with it. The first tenet of yoga is ahimsa, non-harming. That we be non-harming to ourselves, that we be non-harming to all others. So we're going to go in the other direction. And this time I invite you to maybe let the spine be a bit softer, let your head kind of roll side to side, getting into the neck, the upper back. And if any micro movements want to express through you as you go through these circles, please do so. Have your own investigation. Make this a little bit fun for yourself. One more time around. And then we bring ourselves back up. We take a full cycle of breath. Just notice what's already beginning to reveal itself. You feel more of a sense of aliveness in the body as the subtle body awakens. Maybe it's a little quieter up in the mental body. And just keep feeling yourself landing in this moment, just this moment, bringing your best to your practice. One more breath. So we're going to transition from seated up onto hands and knees. Stacking your knees underneath the hips, tops of feet pressed to the floor. Knees are hip distance apart, spreading the fingers wide. Hands are rooted and planted. We'll take the tailbone and the head high, finding a cow spine. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, chin to the chest. Inhale. Exhale, reaching the belly button towards the ceiling. Inhale, heart comes forward. Exhale. Arms are nice and active, sturdy and supporting you. One more. And then we'll come back to neutral. We'll walk the hands over to the right, coming into a C shape. Take that left hip back. You can drop your chin down towards your chest. Breathe into that lengthened left side, but you're also really present to that contracted right side. One more breath. If you'd like, you can take the left hand straight out in front. And just find any kind of micro movements that feel good. Maybe rotate through the left wrist, through the left hand, and release. Then we'll walk over to the other side. We walk over to the left. Let this right hip stay back. Don't bring it with you. Find length through the right side, dropping the chin down towards the chest. Oh, let that right breath come up that right side body. Keep taking that right hip back. One more. And then we'll reach that right hand out, lengthening. Ooh, yeah, rotate through the wrist, through the palm, spreading the fingers wide. One more breath. And release. Ooh, that felt great. Take the hands towards the top of the mat. Curl your toes, tailbone nice and high, unfurling the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Adjust your feet so your feet are hip distance apart, and then pedal through each foot. Really sturdy through the palms. Walking your dog. Maybe your first inversion of the day. Let your ears and your arms be in alignment. And then we'll come to stillness. See if you can rotate your shoulders away from your head and neck. One more breath. And we'll inhale high tippy toes. Exhale baby steps. We walk up towards the top of the mat. Feet are hip distance apart. Soften into your knees. Maybe even bring your front body down to your thighs and let your head be heavy. And breathe into the sacral spine. Make sure you've got some weight in your heels. Let your fingertips or hands be down to the floor. Release through the neck. One more breath. Hands come to the tops of the knees. Your knees are soft. Roll yourself up. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, arms down by your side. We'll do it again. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, slide down the right leg. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left arm down, slide down the left leg. We'll do it again. Inhale, arms up. Right arm floats down, slide down the right. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, slide down the left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms to the horizon, soften into the knees, and we're going to hinge forward. So knees are nice and soft. Make sure that you've got weight in your heels, long through the sides of the neck. Knees are soft, feeling some lengthening taking place through the buttocks, through the backs of the legs. Can you press into the outer edges of your heels and let your feet really be sturdy and active? Fingertips reach away from the shoulders, long, big full breaths. One more. And release. Fingertips come down to the floor. Knees are soft, hands to the shins. Inhale to an extended forward bend. Heart looks forward. Don't do this funny head neck thing. Just stay long through the sides of the neck. Your gaze is out in front of your mat. Tailbone's nice and high. One more breath. And release. Belly button's going to lift you up. Arms are really heavy. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. We're going to dive back into the hips. Sit the hips back. So we haven't moved our feet. We're really sturdy. Not a lot of extra movements in our practice right now. Lowering the hips, lowering the hips. Draw the shins back. Bring weight into your heels. It almost feels like you might fall back, like your toes are going to lift, but you stay rooted and planted. Oh, let your breath come and support you. The body's saying, come on, breath, come on. So use your breath. One more. And release. Fingertips come down, maybe legs straighten into a standing forward bend. Inhale, hands to shins. Heart looks forward. Tailbone's high. Can you elongate through the side body, through the front and back body? One more breath. Hands come down, plant the hands, step the right foot back, nice and long. You're going to turn the right toes out. You're going to bring your left elbow on top of your left knee. Now bring your right hand to your right hip and open that right hip, and lo and behold, your right shoulder opened also. Inhale, right arm up towards the ceiling. You can bring your gaze to the ceiling, to the horizon, or down to the floor. One more breath. So we're going to stay right where we are through the lower body. Right hand comes back to the right leg, and we inhale, sweep the left arm up and overhead, reverse warrior. Really strong in this right leg. Relax through the left shoulder. One more. And release. Left hand's going to float down. So we're going to come into, from our reverse warrior, we're actually going to step the right foot forward just a little bit and adjust your right toes so you can have your hip points facing forward. So we're in a warrior one now, and we're going to inhale the arms up and overhead. Shoulder blades slide down the back body, and we inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right hand forward, left hand back. Reverse warrior. Inhale up. Exhale. Left fingertips forward, right fingertips back. Inhale up. Exhale. Left fingertips back, right fingertips forward. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, hands come down. Step the left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, we'll come to plank. Exhale. A few cycles of breath here, getting some energy moving, firing up some heat in the body. One more breath. Knees come down, toes lift. Hips are going to stay high. Ooh, lower the heart down. Inhale to your upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more breath. We'll inhale high up on the tippy toes, stretch the feet. Exhale, feet to the top of the mat. And we find our standing forward bend. Really languish in your standing forward bend. If you have any kind of anxiety, depression, any of that going on, I guess we could all benefit from a standing forward bend. Getting the heart higher than the head. One more breath. And in a long flat spine, we come all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. And just feel your creation. Feel what's going on. So we begin to fall back into our true nature, which is awareness. All of these sensations that are arising, the breath that's changing, the temperature that's changing in the body, you're not coordinating that. You're not controlling that. So there's something else. There's this intelligence living us, loving us into life. And can you allow yourself to be loved into life? One more breath. I'm going to switch sides just so I can see the screen. So feet are hip distance apart. We come into our Tadasana. We roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. One more time. So with your eyes closed and from the inside out, can you find your own alignment, your own architecture? Feeling your ankles stacked under your knees. Knees are not locked out. Can you feel your knees stacked under your pelvis? Can you feel your pelvis stacked under your shoulders? Can you feel length through the sides of your neck? Your jaw is parallel to the floor. And the crown of your head, the top of your head reaches towards the ceiling. And then we'll just find a gentle shrug, letting the whole shoulder roll forward and back, palms turn forward. And can you feel your fingertips reaching towards the floor as you find yourself in this really active Tadasana? Like, feel your sturdiness, my friends. This is probably the most important form that we could find in these times. Feeling sturdy and rooted in this moment. One more breath. Hands come together, Anjali Mudra, and lo and behold, there's your chair again. So we begin to take the hips back and down, bending into the knees, letting the heart look forward. We lower the hips, pick up the belly, draw the shins back, weight into the heels. And you breathe, let your breath support you, the breath and the body, let them dance, let them play in this, quivering and all. We make room for all of it. The annoyance, notice if anger or frustration comes up in this, and just breathe into it, meet it. One more breath. And release, standing forward bend, crown of the head down towards the floor, nose towards the knees. Inhale, hands to shins, heart looks forward, elongating the spine, tailbones high towards the ceiling. You can feel your sit bones like spreading nice and wide. Breathe into it one more time. And then we hinge, coming back down. Hands come down to the floor, step the left foot back, nice and long. Turn the toes, angling them towards the side of the mat. If you want to feel sturdier, you can take your feet a little bit wider if that's helpful. Then we're going to bring our right elbow on top of our right knee. We bring our left hand to our left hip. And then we're going to open that left hip, and lo and behold, there's your shoulder opening. And we inhale, left arm up towards the ceiling. And breathe. One more breath. Left hand's going to float back down to the left leg. So see if you can stay really sturdy through the lower part of your body. And we inhale, right arm up. Reverse warrior. See if you can lengthen and deepen your breath. One more. Right hand floats down. So we're going to adjust that back foot forward just a little bit and turn your toes forward so you can get both hip points facing forward. We're still bent into this right knee. This left leg is nice and active. And we inhale, the arms up and overhead. Shoulder blades slide down the back body. And we inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right arm comes back. Left hand comes forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, left hand back, right hand forward. Inhale to center. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, hands come down. Step the right foot back. Downward facing dog. Full cycle of breath. Let it out, let it out. It's in there. Inhale, we come to plank. One more breath. Knees come down. Hips stay nice and high. And we lower the heart down towards the floor. Inhale to your upward facing dog. Toes curl, downward facing dog. One more breath. We'll inhale high up onto tippy toes. Exhale, knees come down. Release the toes. Arms are heavy by your side, forehead comes down to the floor. I keep wanting to look out and see if everybody's doing it. I guess I should come into it. Breathe into the back body. Breathe into your low back. You feel the weight of the world just dripping, dripping off your shoulders. You can let it go now. Back of all the chaos and all the crazy and all the fear. I know it might be hard to imagine, but really all is well. It's different. It's definitely different, but it's okay. One more breath. Hands come underneath the fronts of the shoulders. Bring yourself up. So we'll rest here for just a moment. If you're able to sit in your Vajrasana, your diamond pose. If not, you can come up onto your knees. We just feel the lengthening through our stomach line, which runs through the center of our thighs. You can actually just kind of love on that a little bit with your palms and fingertips. Stomach energy tends to be where we carry worry and anxiety in the body, so you might feel a lot of sensation through this. One more breath. So we're going to come up onto our knees. Take your knees so that they're hip distance apart. Let your feet be an extension of your lower leg. And we'll take the left leg out to the side. Make sure everything's in alignment. Left hand to the left leg. Inhale, sweep the right arm up and overhead. Exhale, we slide down the left leg. Inhale, we'll come up. Exhale. One more time. Inhale up. You meet your edges. Be really kind to yourself. Exhale. We're going to inhale, come up. That right arm will float down. And then you're going to pivot on your right knee. Take your right leg back behind you. Your left leg is straight out in front. And we inhale, lift up. Exhale, hinge and come down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Two more. And then we bring ourselves up. We'll pivot back on that right knee. You can let the left knee come back in. And then we will come back up onto our knees. I'm going to switch around. And just feel the difference between one side and then the other. And just notice what you're present to, what's going on in your body. Don't let me describe it. Just be in the awareness of it. Feel it. Feel everything that's taking place. One more breath. So now we'll take the right leg out to the side. It's in alignment with the, it's like your toes are lined up with your left knee, right hand to the right leg. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, we slide down. And just notice if this side is different than the other. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale, we'll come up. Exhale. Inhale, we come up, left arm floats down. You pivot on that left knee, and then your right toes come up towards the ceiling. Fingertips on either side. We inhale. Exhale, come down. Inhale, we lift up, lengthening from the belly button up to the heart. Exhale, long spine, hinging at the hips. Don't worry about where your head is. Hinge at the hips. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale, we come up. Pivot on the left knee. Right knee comes back. We're going to come down onto our forearms. Clasp your hands, elbows stacked right underneath shoulders. Curl the toes. Take the tailbone high. Find your dolphin pose. And then we're going to walk the feet back and find your elbows stacked under your shoulders. Can you take your tailbone a little bit towards the ceiling? Focus your gaze straight down to the floor, forearm plank. And breathe. So you don't have your classmates maybe to encourage you to stay with this, but I'm going to invite you to stay with this. Just stay with your breath. Let your breath sustain you. 2 more. Knees come down. Press yourself back into child. Let your hips shift over to the left. Walk your hands out over to the right. Keep your head in between your arms, lengthening through the left side body. 1 more. And then everything comes through center, hips shift to the right, walk the hands to the left. Breathing into the right side body. 1 more. Then hands come to center. Let them slide underneath the fronts of the shoulders. And again, we're going to sit in our diamond form, stacking shoulders over hips. This isn't acceptable for your knees or ankles or feet. You can come up onto your knees. 1 more breath. So we're going to let the left fingertips come back behind us. And we inhale the right arm up, lift the gaze. Exhale, right arm floats back. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left hand floats back. Inhale, right, little bitty back bend. Exhale, 1 more time. Exhale. So I'm going to add on to this, or you can keep doing what we've been doing. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, take the hips up. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale. Oh, that feels good. Inhale up. Exhale. And feel. One more breath. So we're going to let the hips come over to one side. And then we'll bring the feet out in front and we'll walk forward towards the top of our mat. So here we are, shoulders stacked over hips, arms are going to be parallel to the floor. I'm going to do a modified boat. So we'll keep the feet down to the floor, but I want you to imagine that your upper body is in a trajectory. If we were doing a boat pose, we're just doing a modified version of it. And in that, you're picking up the pelvic floor. You stay open through the heart and chest. And you breathe. Always breathe. And if you'd like, you can lift the left foot off the floor and release. Inhale, right foot and release. Inhale, left. Exhale. Inhale, right. Exhale, 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Soles of the feet come together. Imagine there's a rope. You pull yourself up. Soft spine, hinge, and come down. Breathe into your low back. One more big full breath. And release. Picking yourself up, feet come back down to the floor. Take them a little bit wider. We're going to make room. We're going to take the knees to the right. You're going to let that inner left knee drop down to the floor, and then you're going to take your hands back behind you and look out over your right shoulder and breathe into a really deep twist. Big, big massage, good energy, good flush to the organ body. So bring yourself out. Bring out any stress you're carrying, any worry or anxiety. Just let the breath be scrubbing. One more. Good. And we'll inhale through center. Exhale, knees come over to the left, hands walking back behind you, looking out the corner, looking out over the left shoulder. Oh, deep bringing out. One more breath. And release, coming back to center. We'll bring the soles of the feet together, and we're going to walk the hips towards the heels. Hold on to your ankles. We'll come to the outer edges of the feet, and you can gently butterfly the knees towards the floor. Stay long through the spine. Got into the hips a little bit in this class, just letting that warmth there, just let the knees drop towards the earth. And then we pause with the butterfly. We're going to bring the right elbow in, right into the hinge of where the leg and the torso meet. You're going to line up your right upper arm. Let it land on the right thigh and release the head. Let it be heavy, lengthening through the left side of the neck. Draw the belly button towards the spine. One more breath. And then we'll inhale up. Left elbow into the groin, line up the left upper arm, release the head, right side of the neck is long. Oh, and just feel your body responding to each form, lengthening and opening, rearranging, slopping up stress and worry, excavating ourselves, releasing the armor that we wear. Inhale up. Exhale, knees come back together. We're going to lean back on our tailbone, balance here if you can. You're going to wrap your arms around the backs of the thighs. If you're not able to balance here, you can certainly bring your toes down to the floor, but use your big guns to really draw your thighs into the front body so you feel yourself sturdy and supported, just balancing on the pin of your tailbone. And we inhale, left toes towards the ceiling. Getting into the kidney bladder line. One more. And release. Inhale, right toes towards the ceiling. Just see if one leg is more talkative than the other. Often we encounter one side having more conversation, more communication than the other. One more breath. And release. Here we go. Inhale, both sets of toes up towards the ceiling. Try to find as straight a leg as you can. Don't block out your knees. Feel that lengthening through the sides of your neck as you continue to hold onto the thighs. One more breath. Okay, we're going to get a little playful here. I hope you don't mind. You're going to release your arms, stay balanced there. You're going to take the first two fingers of your hands, wrap them around your big toes, right on the inside. And then we're going to take the legs wide. And keep your heart lifted, stay long through the spine, drawing the toes back towards your head. One more breath. Okay, here comes a balancing act. We inhale, draw the feet towards one another, balancing. Beautiful, beautiful. Thanks for trying. One more breath. Isn't it better to have at least tried? Yeah. Bend the knees, extend the legs long out in front. Keep that momentum going as you hinge forward. Let it all go. Soft spine, crown of the head reaching down towards the legs. One more breath. Leave it on the mat, my friends. Leave it there. And release, bringing yourself up. Coming back onto your mat. Bring your hands to the front of the knees. And I want you to feel yourself tucking the tailbone. Let your arms be long. It's a nice stretch through the back body as you lay yourself down with nice control. Nice control. Feel yourself laying the spine down to the floor. Back of the head is the last thing to land. Knees drop towards the chest. Feel your spine supported. Feel its connection to the earth. Drop your head to the right. Feel that lengthening through the left side of the neck. Oh, just relax that left shoulder. We're not trying to get anywhere. Inhale to center. Exhale the head to the left. Just fall into yourself. Fall into that love already within you. Doesn't it feel good to be you right about now? Inhale to center. Exhale. Feet come down to the floor. Release your arms. Feet are a little wider than hip distance apart. Knees are going to drop over to the right. You can bring your right foot on top of your left knee. Gaze is out over the left shoulder. If this is too much for you, just let the knees drop to the right and breathe. Winding down, unraveling. Your nervous system is really happy with your practice. Nervous system loves that you sit down and turn within. One more breath. We'll uncross that left knee, knees stay wide. Inhale to center. Exhale, knees over to the left. Gaze is out over the right shoulder and left foot on top of right knee. And just notice, like my right hip tends to be a little bit crankier, so I'm just present too that it's talking, it has a bit of sensation. It's okay. You know it's there. I take really good care of it. I listen to it. You may notice other movements in your body, other energy awakening in your body, and just let that movement occur. That's wisdom, my friends. Energy moving through you. One more breath. And then uncross, inhale the knees back to center. Exhale, let the soles of the feet come together, knees open wide. You're really relaxed through your low back. You should maybe feel your low back off the mat. Hands come underneath the back of the head, elbows match your knees. And just let everything go and just be present to the space around your back body. And can you be present to the space around your front body? Can you be present to the space around the right side of your body? And can you be present to the space around the left side of your body? And can you check in with yourself and see if there's something that you continue to hold on to? And might you be willing just for this moment to let it go? A story, a resentment. None of these things help you. None of these things heal you. One more deep breath. Let's do another one of those where we inhale, draw the breath all the way up into the heart. And a long, slow exhale. And one more time. And releasing your hands from underneath your head. Let your hands come down to your thighs. Assist your knees, bringing them back together. Let your arms gently tent away from the body and extend one leg long and then the other. And just find yourself coming into, especially in these days, the most important form of our practice, our corpse pose, that we die to who we've been, that we might be reborn, rebirthed into our highest potential. And so we just land and witness the wisdom, just feel what's taking place, notice what's going on the inner planes. Relax through the jaw. Let your eyeballs fall heavy back into your head. And rest well. If you find yourself wandering into thought, just come back to this breath. Come back to this moment. Don't wander away. Keep checking in. Right here, right now, there's certainly no reason to check out. Feel the warmth and the darkness of your back body. Feel the openness, the lightness, the coolness of your front body. And begin to let your head gently rock side to side. Are you noticing the sounds of your hair? The sounds in your cervical spine? And the next time you come through center, pause there and begin to animate the form, awakening fingers and toes, hands and feet. When you're ready, you can bend into larger joints, bending into knees. If there's any way you'd like to move, please do so. Letting yourself roll over onto one side. And gently pressing yourself up and coming into a seated form, whatever seated form works for you. Drawing the hands together in Anjali Mudra. Fingertips, thumbs rest to your heart space. And can you access a sense of ease, contentment, lightheartedness, maybe even some bubbles of joy coming up. Join me as we bow our heads, dropping the chin towards the chest. May all that is unforgiven in you be released. May your fears yield their deepest tranquilities. May all that is unlived in you blossom into a future graced with love. Letting the thumbs come to the brow. The truth in me beholds the truth in you. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. I know peace begins with me, and may it also begin with you. Namaste. We bow to the wisdom already within us. We bow to the earth of which we are, and we bring ourselves up. And we open our eyes to a new day. Sending you so much love. Keep coming to your mat. Keep taking really good care of yourself. Drink lots of water and eat really good food. And find some joy in your day. I love you.